March is Women's History Month. And when people celebrate women, they usually talk about achievement, strength, leadership. But what I think about is the cost. The cost of speaking, the cost of not speaking, the cost of swallowing words that should have been said. Let's stop pretending. Silence is neutral. Silence has a cost. Some of you have become experts at staying quiet. You call it wisdom. You call it being the bigger person. You call it being spiritually mature. You even call it not wanting drama. Ever heard that before? But let's tell the truth. Your body has been carrying what your mouth refuses to release. That tightness in your chest, that irritation that shows up later in that day, that exhaustion after certain conversations, that's not random. That's suppressed truth. And here's where I need to teach this clearly. When what you feel and what you say do not match, your nervous system registers that as danger. Hello. Not because you're loud, not because you're not congruent. Congruency is safety. When your inside matches your outside, your body relaxes. Whew. When they don't match, your body stays braced. And some of you have been braced for years. Let's be honest. You've learned to smile when you hurt, agree when you're uncomfortable. You say, it's fine, when it absolutely is not. That's not maturity. That's conditioning. And conditioning always shows up somewhere in your sleep, in your tone, in your relationships, in your health. So let's make this personal. Where do you say it's fine, but your body says, no, it's not? Where do you stay silent because you don't want to be misunderstood? Where have you convinced yourself that shrinking is holy? Let me say something that took me some time to learn. As you know, I'm celebrating 50 years this year. And yes, I'm celebrating all year. What I realized is this. I can no longer afford to betray myself to keep other people comfortable. Thank you for the birthday gifts. They have been beautiful. The wish list surprises have been so thoughtful, and I am grateful, deeply grateful. But what I'm most grateful for is clarity. Clarity that my voice matters. Clarity that swallowing truth doesn't make me righteous. Clarity that peace built on silence is not real peace. And I want that clarity for you. So here's the emotional intelligence principle. If you consistently override your voice, your body will eventually override your control. That's when the resentment leaks out sideways. That's when you snap. That's when you shut down completely. So we're not wanting or waiting for explosions anymore. We're not doing that. We are practicing congruence. Here's your practical work for this week. I want you to notice one moment where you say something automatic. It's fine. Whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Ever heard those phrases? Have you heard yourself saying those phrases? I want you to pause. And before you finish the sentence, check your body. Is there tension? If there is tension, replace that automatic response with one honest line. Not a speech, not a sermon, one line. Say things like, I actually need a minute. I'm not comfortable with that. That didn't sit right with me. Say it calmly, say it once. Don't over-explain. That is behavior modification. We are replacing the reflex of silence with the discipline of clarity. And if you're listening and thinking, I don't even know where my voice went, that's real. That's why I created the course, Confront Yourself. Not to make you aggressive, not to make you loud, but to help you sit with yourself long enough to find your own truth again. So, this week's challenge is simple and uncomfortable. Sorry. Say one thing you would normally swallow. Just one. You don't need to fix every relationship. You don't need to become someone new. You just need to stop disappearing. Silence has a cost. And this month, we're done paying for it. See you later.